Okay, hey everybody. I want to go over this note catcher with you again. Um, I shared it with you, I want to say maybe a week or two ago. And the purpose of the note catcher is to help you keep track of text evidence so that when you have to write your essay, you don't have to go like searching for the text evidence because you've already been pulling it throughout our unit. So just a reminder, the in the unit essay, which you're actually going to start working on next week, is an informational essay that you have to write. And the question is, what does it mean to call a place home? And the idea here is that you are going to be using details from all the different texts that we've read today to answer this question. What does it mean to call a place home? So again, I am going to go back to the note catcher. And I did a video, like I said, about a week or two ago, where I explained how to complete the note catcher. I explained that you put your title of the text here. This here would be your insights and your analysis about the text, and then the text evidence. And then there were two ways that you can put the text evidence down. You could grab the text evidence now and put the paragraph that you found it in. This is going to help you when it's time to start your writing process or your graphic organizer. And the other way that you can do it is just by putting the paragraph that the evidence is in and then just kind of giving yourself a hint as to what it is that you're looking for so that when you actually go back into the text, it's easy for you to find. I recommend that you do it this way because, of course, if you do it this way, you don't have to go back into the text again. Remember that if you do it this way, you will be expected to go back into the text to actually pull out the text evidence. You cannot put this in an essay. Okay. So we have Home Away from Home, which I already shared with you. The next one that we did, the next text was Back to My Own Country. And so I did a little bit of the same thing using both options, mostly because I didn't really have the time to type it all. Um, so I have my insight here where I am talking about how Levy, the author, didn't realize how much racism impacted her until she was an adult. I also mentioned that in the essay, she says that she was like every other British kid growing up, but she wasn't because she is Jamaican. And that seemed to come up a lot when she was dealing with people. The last insight that I have is that her trip to her trip to Jamaica actually helped her to see that she could have more than one home, which is probably why the title of the essay is Back to My Own Country. My own country being that Levy is, her parents are from Jamaica. Okay, so on this side, I found text evidence that matched with my insights to support my insights. So here we're talking about her experience with racism. And so in paragraph 15, Levy specifically talks about the effect that racism had on her. Here I'm talking about how Levy grew up thinking that she was like everybody else, except that she wasn't, and that she didn't necessarily feel comfortable in her own skin. And so these questions here kind of show why she didn't feel comfortable in her own skin, comfortable in her own home sometimes. So the last part I left it for you to figure out yourself. Um, so the rest of the texts are listed here: shooting an elephant, the seafarer, and escape from the old country. And you're pretty much going to do the same thing. You'll put your insights here, and your text evidence goes here. But keep in mind that your text evidence must support your ideas. And just to show you, you have one, two,